Welcome back to the Gemini channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to my channel, I'm going to do a general message for Gemini. Know that energy is fluid. Roles could be reversed. Just interpret the message as it best resonates with you. Also know on this channel, it's important to know that I like to dive deep within the reading. So I do look at everything, but we take a lot more time to look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, and see how they're playing out as karmic themes. Very important when you're dealing with karmic mate, someone that projects a lot of their trauma onto you. And then you don't, like I said, understand why they do what they do. And that keeps you stuck in a place of really disequilibrium, which is imbalance. So, in order to create balance, and when I mean balance, I mean that you are fully grounded in your body. You're not up in your head, emotional, because the person is triggering you. Now, understand, even if they do trigger, there's always a spiritual reason why. So, in order to heal the effects of trauma, really, which is what happens when you're connected to a karmic mate, if you're not healed, is that you learn. And you learn by integrating the spiritual lesson and transmuting the negative energy. So, again, I do look at everything, like what your person did do, what they're going to do, but we're going to dive deeper. All right. Now, anything of any importance or relevance to the channel, you can find in the description box, including my social goats link, which is going to be my group shadow healing coaching program that's offered on, again, social links. So social goats, again, the link is in the description box, $25 a month. You get my transforming trauma, and you also get my coaching, my group coaching, and a lot of other different perks like discounts on my classes, discounts on readings, giveaways, and prizes and fun stuff like that. Not to mention hundreds and thousands of other content creators, because Social Goats is a combination between Netflix, Mind Valley, and YouTube. And there's actually an opportunity for you to make money. So it's just a win-win-win-win-win. You can again read about Social Goats or just go to Social Goats YouTube to learn more about it. Again, but to sign up, just use the link in my description box. Then you'll get your own. All right. Let's see what the word of the video is. The word of the video is merciless forgiveness. It's actually two words. And the reason why is because someone was malicious. So again, you're connected to someone that wasn't nice. And it's a soul's connection. You do love this person, but again, they do things. They do things that are mean. They do things to deliberately trigger you. Again, that's what maliciousness is. It's again someone that deliberately goes out of their way to hurt you. And so when you love somebody and they hurt you, obviously it creates a lot of resentment, it creates a lot of anger, and so it can keep you stuck again from not being able to move on. And the reason why is because you bring that trauma into new relationships. So the underlining energy is it's like you're connected to somebody that knows that you're really angry with them because they deliberately were mean. And I don't think that they think that you're going to forgive them, because merciless forgiveness is actually, they don't deserve the forgiveness, to be honest with you, because they deliberately went out of their way to do things that were mean. Let's see what they did. Let's see what this person did. It's the display of affection that they had for their past lover. So again, someone was still connected to their past lover and they didn't really want to let go. And so when you would talk to them about it, they would withdraw. They wouldn't tell you anything. Again, what we see here is again time, that the person didn't give you enough time. And I saw this first, again, the X factor. So I feel like because of this person, your person projected their anger, their resentment onto you. They still were not finished with a previous relationship. I feel like when you met this person, they told you that they were finished. They weren't. They were, but they weren't, meaning that this person cared more about the karmic, and we're going to call them the karmic because to differentiate, they displayed more caring and more loyalty towards the karmic than you, but I feel like it's because they were really finished with that connection. However, you just felt like you were treated like a child because when you would say, hey, like, what about me? What about like you're so concerned over this person, you got yelled at. And so you had enough. You had a bad enough of the temper and the disrespect because them constantly asking to put someone before you, them constantly asking for you to like ignore your own feelings, that you shouldn't want anything. And I also feel like this person had a lot of guilt with this past karmic connection that they were ending. So they went out of their way to make sure that that person was comfortable. However, that karmic person was never going to let them feel like it was comfortable for them because they didn't really want the separation. They really didn't want the divorce, if they were married, divorce. But your person did. They just continued to give loyalty to the person that they didn't want to be with, figuring that they would let that person off a little bit easily. So you were always like put in a place where you felt powerless, like you were wrong for not caring about this other person. Like your person would say, I'm going to be with you. I just need to be there for this person to make sure that they're okay, but they were never going to be okay. And so you were asked continuously to ignore your own feelings, like I said before. And then what happened was what you saw is that this person that's actually connected to your person, the karmic, was actually also being malicious, saying, well, I know that this person doesn't want to be with me anymore. However, I'm going to play a lot of games that are mean, that are going to create problems within your relationship. So you actually got mad because this person wasn't seeing how they were being manipulated by that karmic. And they were asking you to sit there and be patient and ignore like your feelings and to do without while they catered to this person and you were powerless, like I said. And this person didn't take any accountability. So that's why you felt like, well, they were actually being malicious to you because here it is, they're caring so much about that other person. And, that person's playing them like a fiddle, playing them like a fiddle. So let's see what they're doing now and let's see what they really feel. Let's see what they really feel and what they're doing. We're gonna go from this deck and this deck. Let's see first. I want to see what they're doing now because you're in separation now, and this is I'm afraid of losing you. See, the person always had feelings for you. They just wanted to like end that connection amicably, but like I said, yeah, divine counterpart. This person felt like you're my divine counterpart. I know I'm going to be with you. So I need to, make sure that this karmic is put in a good place and that they're taken care of so that I can move on free and clear. The thing is that again, they didn't realize how they were being played by a fiddle. They expected you to put up with it because you are their divine counterpart. You are that person. They felt like they were doing a good thing by making sure that that karmic was in a good place, but I'm sending you loving energy. Can you feel it? Like this person really wants to come back. They don't know like whether or not you're going to forgive them. I feel like now that you've been in separation, they look back and they see, well, I really didn't put my person first. But I also feel like they think that they were sacrificing also for the better of that karmic, that they were depriving themselves to make sure that that karmic person was going to be okay. It actually pushed them into a spiritual awakening. And the reason why is because this person had a little bit of anxiety, I do believe, about starting a new relationship after getting out of that relationship. And so they were procrastinating and they were expecting you to settle for less. You walked away from them they still know that you're still their person. They realize that they didn't handle it properly, but now I feel like, again, this person is going through a spiritual awakening because they're seeing how they've, sacrificed for someone else and how they lost their counterpart, as well as, like, really I feel like got entangled with that person that was malicious, had no intention of ever letting them go by, saying, well, I can't make this person stay with me, but I can, continually put obstacles in their way. I can play them like a fiddle, like I can pull on their feelings. I can be the damsel in distress. I can be the macho person that, you know, also cries. I can be whatever this person felt like they needed to do to hold your person up. And the whole time your person wasn't even thinking about you. So, like I said, they didn't realize what they were doing. They didn't realize how this person was playing them. This person almost felt like, well, you're my divine counterpart. You're not going to go anywhere. You need to understand I'm always going to be with you. Just expected. And this is what that karmic knew. I wish I could give you more. And now what happened is that that karmic drained them, because again, in the fact that they wanted to make sure that that person was taken care of, that that person was okay, and not paying attention to how they were playing them and not paying attention to how they treated you. It's like this person that like doesn't have any money, doesn't really have anything to offer you. And that was also another part of the karmic's plan, was like, well, if you do leave after so long, like you procrastinated and I put so many obstacles in your way, then what are you going to offer this person? Absolutely nothing. So they're not going to want to be with you because you again disrespected them and you didn't give anything, because your concern was all about me. And that's what the karmic would know. And this is what this person is realizing. They're realizing it when, even while they were going through this situation, you were telling them, but they were again guilted, manipulated, and but what you see is, again, the loyalty wasn't with you. I don't know why my computer seems to like got like it goes a little slow all of a sudden, like the internet, it seems to get interrupted a little bit. I don't know what's going on there, but it seems to be working now. Okay, so what it is like you crave balance. That's the thing. You create balance. This person was anything but in balance dealing with them. And this now, what it is that this person is realizing that you actually represent balance, and they know because they feel good when they're around you. They don't feel good when they're around the karmic, but they're in a place of victimhood because they didn't listen to you and they allowed that karmic to manipulate them, to guilt them, to gaslight them. Well, all the while, their plan was just to hold them up and put obstacles in place and to really send you that message, that malicious message, which is this person still cares more about me than you, because they're giving to me. They weren't giving to you. It didn't matter what was going on in your life. What was going on in my life. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you say, what this person says. That's what this karmic knows, is what the person does, and the person did nothing for you. So again, now, and the reason why is because your person's intimidated by this karmic and still is being intimidated, manipulated, gaslight, and now being told, well, now you wasted so much time giving to me, you shouldn't really even go back to this person. So again, they made your person into a martyr, where they felt bad, they felt guilted, they felt manipulated. So they figured, well, let me be the martyr. And that doesn't make me look as bad that I'm going to leave you to be with somebody else. They actually wanted the karmic to dump them And the karmic was like, I'm not going to dump you. I'm going to drain you for everything that you have, but I'm not going to dump you. And because the karmic knew what you don't want to look like the bad guy leaving me. So again, and how they did it was they berated your person. They criticized them. They made them feel guilty. They told them how they were responsible. How could they walk away from them? That they invested so much time. They wouldn't be where they are today if it wasn't for them. If they have children, look at everything that I've done. I birthed your children. I did this. I did that. But the karmic cemented themselves into this person's life and they made sure. And the reason why is because they don't have enough of a life of their own. They made your person their life a long time ago. So now wound up becoming a trauma bond because your person didn't want to be with them. It was okay for a little while, but now it's not okay. And so the karmic's like, okay, well, if you're gonna leave, you should leave after the children are this age, or after the house is paid, or after whatever the issue was, they were able to manipulate this person by criticizing them, berating them, guilting them, shaming them, doing whatever they had to do, and putting obstacles in place. Well, it really confused your person. And this is why they were like, I don't even know if I can even enter into a relationship. So though they know that you were their counterpart, they know that they didn't handle this properly at all. So let's see again, what are they going to do about it if they're going to do anything about it? Or is we know that they're going through a spiritual awakening, but what's happening during this shift? Whatever you just cleared helped me to shift to. So maybe you're seeing your situation from a different perception. And that perception is not that this person wanted to stay with the karmic or lie and cheat you. It's that they were really trying to come from that, from doing the right thing. And yes, they did expect you to settle, but I feel like they're like, you're my counterpart, you're my person. This person is not, they're angry. And I feel like they also thought that they would get like a lighter sentence per se, like, during the divorce or separation, this person would be more lenient if they did the right thing, if the karmic had no intention. I've never felt love like this before. The depth of it is inspiring, but also overwhelming. So it's they know exactly who you are. It's not like they don't. Again, you're their divine counterpart. It's like, but I also believe that the overwhelming part is also, while they're going through everything that they're going through with this karmic is also, they need to process. They were in connection with somebody that they really didn't want to be with, and making this shift, they feel guilted, they feel bad, they want to change, but they're moving into the unknown, and it's just a spiritual connection that's so deep and so real, but also overwhelming, and then brings up a lot of their trauma, their relationship that just didn't work out. We must remember that we are gods and goddesses and work to embody that energy. I think that that's the universe chiming in, saying like the whole point of the connection is for them to evolve back into the energy of unconditional love. They have that for you because you're their divine counterpart. They don't have that for the karmic. They see exactly who you are. They made mistakes. They didn't handle this properly, but nothing was intentional. I see you working on creating change, and I'm proud of what you are accomplishing. And I want to work on a mission with you. Total twin flame connection. We are one. Don't let fear get in the way of this truth. It's again, this is what this person knows. It's like we see it when I let myself go deeper into thought of you, I can feel my heart opening. So it's again a lot of awareness, a lot of internalizing, a lot of that. So, and it's not that they're not struggling with the codependency, of that karmic. They are, that's what you see. But nevertheless, you both are coming into union because as this person is becoming more and more aware, they're coming more and more into acceptance of what that karmic is, and seeing the manipulation and seeing again that they don't really want them. They see the difference. So it's again, they need to move slowly with this, but trust that they are moving, even when it seems that they're not, is what spirit is saying. And that what they're saying. They're saying that they're just, they're processing a lot. They're going through an awakening. It's a big shift. It's like, and in that they're changing their life. So there's a lot there for this person. Like when they leave that karmic, they're walking into a whole new world and the connection with you. And this is so deep for them. And they don't even know if you're going to want to be with them. So, I mean, they have a lot of they don't know if they messed this situation up for good, but what they do know is that you're their person. So are they going to do, what are they going to, oh, they are, they're coming towards you. It's just you don't see that they are coming towards you. It's like it's going to require patience. Um, because this person, like I said, is changing their life. They are coming towards you. It's just they're going through an awakening. It's a very slow process. And they again want to work together with you. Again, co-create. We see this. It's again team effort, partnership. This is what this person wants to come back and work on a mission. Whatever you're doing in your life, they want to help you. They want to help you to do it. Total twin flame connection. Okay. That's what we see here. This is a twin flame thing. That karmic. Why we've been getting similar stories like that in the past. This person just, I feel like, just really did want to do the right thing, just didn't really go about it in the right way. And let's see, we're going to look at your inner child wounds. Why did you attract this person into your life? What are you supposed to learn from the situation? Number one, hope. Two is rebellious, trauma, support, oppression, physical touch. So this is one, this is two, this is three, this is four, this is five, that's six. Okay, we pull six for the inner child wounds. And we see you attracted this person to help you transmute trauma, and it's emotional trauma. This person caring more about the karmic definitely triggered this. There was no support during that time. The karmic made sure that all the support went to them. So whatever you went through, that's what it was. And again, someone oppressing. So again, really, this energy was done to your person, but it was meant to also oppress just the connection, like to hold it down. So there was no support, and there was no love. And that triggered again the emotional, that trauma, rather. It triggered that trauma, that inner childhood trauma, but you always had hope. Again, because you knew that this person is your divine counterpart. So in a way, it's like you were like rebellious here was as a kid maybe seen as bad, but it's not bad here because you were like, I'm gonna sit and you don't like it, I don't care. It's like I'm not going anywhere, that type of energy, because you had hope that your person was gonna come back. You knew why they did what they did. Um, that the point is that you were mad that they chose someone over you, but the fact that this is a divine counterpart, well, it requires divine, like again, forgiveness, merciless forgiveness. This person doesn't really deserve the forgiveness, but God is teaching you forgiveness because again, you still were carrying around the trauma from your inner child, but where you were oppressed, that there was no support, and there was no support through that emotional connection, even. And so that's what this person triggered within you, brought you back to that inner child wounds so that you could actually heal yourself. And you did by taking a leap of faith in a bold step in your career. that helped you get emotionally fulfilled. So you took bold action, you got fierce strength, and it began to heal. That gave you, boundless energy. So you had to go through this experience to integrate the shadows, your darkness, and but through the deep wisdom that you gained is what really Spirit's saying. It's like, this is why that happens. And there's all the, like, for this person now coming into your life, why they're coming into your life is to help you ascend life, to, let go of who you were, to realize who you are, because growing up in an environment where, there's all this trauma, emotional, psychological, physical. Here we know oppression is not just emotional, we know that it's also psychologically. We know that because, I mean, look at this energy. The person has a foot on the person's head, so that there was no support, there was no emotional support, there was no, you were an island to yourself, there was a lot of trauma, but you stayed in the place of hope. And and that does take like rebellious energy. Understand, when you're going up against the people that are trying to oppress you from you being you. And really that karmic was oppressing the relationship. And your person was choosing to stay oppressed because of their guilt, which was indirectly suppressing you. So you wound up taking a big, bold jump and leap of faith into a new direction because you had gained wisdom from it, of knowing to love yourself and to give you to yourself. And as you wound up healing yourself, you wound up getting boundless energy, because those spiritual blocks, the psychological and emotional spiritual blocks that we hold within our body, they actually drain us. So by you jumping into a new atmosphere, by taking bold action in any direction, the direction that's going to grow you, your business, well, again, that does ascend life, because you get to see things from a higher perspective, which allows you to see everything through the lens of unconditional love. So that is, again, big, because now this person is like, this is why I know that you're my person. This is why I felt that it was okay that I catered to this karmic more than you, because you're strong. They're weak. I'm going to be with you. So they were very logical in, their thing, but there was a lack of empathy on feeling for you. And I feel like that's what triggered that. But when they come back, they're going to fix it. They're working towards fixing it. They're finding their process on how to do that. And it's a big deal, because they're changing their life for you. And Spirit says, and all you can do is stay in the calm, and which is breathe, live, and grow the light within yourself. Do one thing at a time and focus on the present moment. Don't think about what this person did do, what this person is going to do. Just be in the moment and cast off all your doubts. All fears dissipate, and you find peace in your being, because this person is coming back, first of all. And second of all, like, thinking about what this person did do and why they did it, you're just going to ruminate, and it's going to create blocks, because the twin flame connection, there is this unconditional love there. It's just, you don't like how the person handled the situation, but they handled it the way that they felt that they needed to handle it. So did they overlook you? Kind of. So again, that brings us back to Spirit saying, well, this is a spiritual connection, and you're going to have to, again, forgive this person. That's what this connection is teaching you, to, again, forgive them, because they weren't trying to be malicious. That karmic was. I'm going to leave that there, Gemini. You let me know how you resonated with this one, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.